Buys coming on out for Endpoint. 4 sets of armor. Mighty Max going to take the hit, get the kid in the smoke. As for attackiereN, armor on 4 players. Pete grabs the smoke, double flashbang, and it looks like immediate presence for the T side. 3 players in the T con. As for the CTs, it's actually only 2 players on the outside bomb side. A little unorthodox. Playing for a more close-up, Luzza. I mean, usually CT side, you see everyone holding much more passive angles, but screw what you normally see, because right now Mighty Max sees 3, 4 players maybe. 4? Well, maybe back down to 3. As Pijo gets 1 tap deleted from the server, Jakey hears the bomb trying to be planted, tries to go for the stop. Mighty Max alone up here towards Hell. The rotation's finally coming through. 1 from Ivy, but it's going to be Mighty Max. Oh, taken down by Pete. Pulse had a good opportunity to stop that. Takes a little shoulder peek, spots out 1 more. It's going to be Jakey to find 1. And now, Crank, watching from Pop Dog, Mono from Teak on. It's going to be Pulse to find that 1 kill on the Pete. Man advantage, definitely in the hands of Endpoint now. But Mono has something to say about it. He finds himself 1. Can he do any more? 3 players left, and Jakey says no. He got 3 kills for himself. What's the score command? It's probably exclamation point score. Wait, are they in the bomb? They got this? Okay, good. The timer was going a little hardcore right there. I was like, wait, they had a kit, right? They found the kit. They did indeed. At Endpoint, they're going to take the first pistol round. They are currently 1 for 1 in pistol rounds, but both teams have also been ecoed on the following round. So we'll see if attackiereN can repeat history, keep this tradition going 3 rounds strong. Right now, much lighter investment, so I'm going to be holding out very few hopes. Just 5 P250s, 1 set of body armor on Mono, and a single flashbang. What I call the Anders Flash. Early nade in is a lot of damage. Pete down on 17, Oskarish on to 82. They do get out of there, but Oskarish sticks around. Oskarish goes down for the trouble. 1 player's going to be going the way of Ivy, whereas the rest of the terrace actually... Ooh, almost got Jakey off guard, as 2 players are slowly working their way down ramp. They need to push forward. They've got to get one of these kills, and that 1 kill is all they're going to get. Pushing forward, a lot of damage down. The Pijo's on 5. Pete's only on 17. And, well, he's a bit far off right now. On the lurk, all alone. 4 players left alive. 2 of them pretty low, actually. That P250 could take down either of those players easily. It's all who sees who first. Just looking for some extra damage at this point, as it does look like Endpoint are going to avoid the eco for the first time today. Oh, he even pre-fires it! Oh, nice try there from Pete. Looking at the wrong one, attackiereN gets the kill, and actually steals the P250. I like that. I just made the mistake of reading chat. You guys are certainly having some fun in there. But it's going to be more fun in the server, as right now it's attackiereN. They get their first buy coming out. Mono line. Oh, dude, this guy is a saint. Look at him. Buying the Mac 10. Getting all the utility, and actually he might be throwing a bit of a fake over there towards the outer bomb site, and Crank, he's the first one in. Actually, Pete was the first one in. It was going to be the kill over towards Crank, though. Jakey, up top, they spotted him out, but he spots the bomb, and he gets it out of their hands. Pete, he finds 1 more. Oskarish going ham right now. God, the attackiereN guys looking really nice on their map pick. Pulse, last one alive, and Oscar says not for long. As soon as they have weapons in hands, 4 players stay alive, and attackiereN looking damn good. Louis, what is up, my man? Seal looking good off the back of that one. Let me get my notes out. I just realized I've been slipping on the camera transitions. My bad, guys. Three players for the east side of attackiereN out fast. Mighty Max, first one, spot him out. attackiereN, wait. How long has the HUD been broken? Please, guys, remind me if that, tag me if that happens again. Usually I'm pretty good on that, but, well, not a whole lot to say here. A couple upgraded pistols, no armor behind him. Jakey has a CZ versus 5 players. Probably not going to get a whole lot done here. Pete's on 7 HP. That's a player you could spot out. And he actually does spot out Pete. Doesn't pull the trigger, though. So, it's going to be tied up here. 2-2. It's attackiereN looking hot now that they have rifles in their hands. But look at this Endpoint. They do as well. AWP is going to come out for Luzza. M4 should be in the hands of everyone else, but Pulse does have enough to go glass cannon op. And he's going to do so? I say that as a caster. I say that just like, hey, could do this. I don't know. It's just, in my mind, I'm thinking it's completely stupid. I think as soon, I mean, especially, it's not early enough. You don't have the money built up to support the double op setup, and Luz is going to lose one of those ops immediately. It is traded out. Crank finds that frag. airN has a good opportunity here, catches Crank with a Molotov in hand. Should have smoked it off a little bit earlier, but Pete does answer back, trades out that frag. Mono comes in, he finds himself one, leaving only airN on site. And as I said it, buy the 2 ops, and suddenly you only have 2 M4s in hands. And Jakey is in like such a horrible position to have the utility for the team. The kit is out of reach. 3 players there. It just might be too much to ask. They might want to think about saving this, but airN's going to go in fast. He's going to find Pete. Bring this back to a 2v2. Now it's doable. Jakey's come out of Pop Dog. He has so many angles to check, though, and airN has no information. Jakey's pre-firing some angles on top of Green Train. Spots the leg up, but can't slow him down fast enough to find the frag. airN's going to grab the op. He grabbed the AK on accident, and he tried to double back to get it. Peugeot puts him down. attackiereN looking strong here. 3 rounds in a row, and that double op setup's going to cost them so much. They'll be on upgraded pistols, if that. No armor. Please don't put armor behind this round. You can put armor on maybe the next round and get some SMGs out, a couple M4s. It looks like they're just going to do a nade stack. A couple P250s, a CZ. Let's see. Once again, attackiereN, they are so fast. They're not changing up anything. Oscarish runs out, gets 2 kills, 3 kills. Okay, we're going to be in the Oscarish point of view next round. Oscarish, he's going for the ace. I will feel so bad if it's an ace and I don't have it from his point of view. But it's just an eco. I don't want to get everything all riled up. And no ace for Oscar. Peugeot says no. attackiereN, one more round under their belt. 4-2 as Endpoint will be on a bit of a force buy here. Yes, they will. Not even know they can get the full buyback out. Another op up for Luzza. Fortunately, they don't have enough money to go for the full double op buy, because I don't want them to do that again unless they have rounds under their belt, unless they have the economy to justify it. Because if you're going to it for a last-ditch effort, like, man, we really got spanked after the pistol rounds, may not have been the time for it. Still not going to haunt them too much. There's plenty of time to get back into this from the CT side. That nade going to announce some presence there from ramp room. 3 players lined up, 4 players lined up. Just one atop Pop Dogs has spranked that smoke, hoping for a little bit of action for free. airN's actually rotated over, but he's backing off just as I say that. Luzza is still here to support Jakey. Let's take a look at top. It's Pete looking like he wanted to actually take that aggression. Beelzebub, I didn't do the Oscar POV because they didn't go outside. If they'd gone to A, I was ready for it. Right now, Oscar is lined up. Crank's going to be the first one in. Oscar rounds the corner. Crank finds that first frag. Only back of sight. Luz, I didn't switch to him fast enough. Crank goes down, so the bomb will just get its way out. Should be able to pass safely. Rotation comes through, but Pete up top, he finds himself one. Now a lot of Molotovs being thrown, and still that player. Okay, yeah, Mighty Max should have rotated a long time ago. I know they haven't spotted the bomb out, but it's not like it's attackiereN. We're like doing anything tricky, you know? 3v3 as Pulse finds that first one, but Mono is set up perfectly to trade it out. Mighty Max now going out on sight from Z. One player right behind him. Spots it out. Can't get it done, and Luzza wasn't lined up enough to get him put down for the trade. He'll have to run away with that AWP and hope to be able to save it. Looks like he will be. As the bomb ticking on down on the B bomb site. Looking like it's about to blow. attackiereN. Just can't say enough good things about him right now. They are looking good on their map pick. Frags spread out pretty evenly here. Just 6-6, 7-5. Crank's the lowest. He's got the most impact frags to get onto the sites. Like, you can't even fault him for that. As for Endpoint, well, they're going to have to force up armor pistols around this. I'm expecting the full CZ buy. Maybe some P250s. They do like themselves some P250s. CZs indeed. Armor on only 2 of the players, though, so keeping themselves around that $2,200 average. Let's take a look at the frags and the pings and anything else you could garner from this board. Now attackiereN. I kind of, it's weird that I said this. I really kind of complimented them for like sticking to what worked, going aggro right in through main, and as soon as they did, they switched it up, went back to B, then switched it up, went 4 players through Ivy, got the first frag. airN though brings it right back. Pete finds Pulse, and Crank finds Jakey. It's just going to be one more player here for a chance. airN, he had the chance. He's going for the knife. Dude, UKCS, please. I know there's nothing much you could do there. He has to reload the CZ, which takes about a half hour, 45 minutes, so had to go for the knife. Could have doubled back, tried to stall it out, but once again, 2 rounds in a row for just Luzza. Try and hold onto this AWP. Ooh, Luzza, there you go. A little slow on the trigger there. I like the fake jump peek from Cranks, like try to jump and pull himself back. Oh no, this is bad. Oscarish was not going to go for the knife though, Jesus. Oh, Pulse, did you want to say something? Pulse chimed in there for a split second. And if you're asking me my favorite team is Virtus Pro. Although it's really hard saying that nowadays. It's actually been really hard saying that for the past year, because they're just awful now. They're just trash. I want them to retire. I want my favorite team to retire, if that says anything. Because I'm an old guy, I'm 31, I root for Virtus Pro because they're the old guys too. I just want to see them do good again. And for a while, they still were, but not anymore. And it makes me really sad. attackiereN though, he's gonna be happy. He finds 1, 2, triple. Can he get the 4th? He can! The quadruple spray down, going for the ace, but Mono says no. At least they can't have that. Keeps himself alive on 4 HP. And Endpoint, they've got the double op setup again. They're gonna be happy as clams. That's an American, or maybe an English euphemism that I don't think translates well. In fact, it doesn't even make any sense in English now that I think about it. Happy as a clam. If anyone has the etymology of that saying in chat, only if you know it. Like, don't Google it. If you know it for some random reason, I want to know. Monoline. 50 seconds left. Bomb in hand. What do? You have 4 HP. 10 seconds for each point of health. Where do you go? No. Sinarziv, just because Papa had 1 good map this weekend, you can't say he's got it again. And just, no, they're still completely inconsistent. Mihu, still inconsistent. Snacks, still inconsistent. If they could just be slightly less inconsistent all at the same time, they'd be God tier again. But it's just like, you have to wait for, the, I don't know, it's like all the horoscope things, like, yeah, it's just like, I'm a Virgo on the cusp of this and this. It's like, yeah, I'm consistent on the cusp of this and this. No one's astrology's lining up. In Kodak, yes, I see this, and I see Pete getting an amazingly aggressive frag there, opening up with the AWP there onto Mighty Max. So man advantage for the Polish boys here. They lost the last round, first buy round they lost, and they want it back. 20 left in the round, and look at this Endpoint. This is the first time they're really starting to get aggressive. Jakey's starting to poise himself over like he wants to go into T-Con. They did get a player at the end of the round into T-spawn last round, but they already had 4-player advantage, so I'm not gonna highlight that. Aggression is something Endpoint needs to start trying because they haven't done it yet. It was hard at the beginning of the map because attackiereN were just pummeling into the A-bomb site unstopped, but this time they do the same over towards the B. This time they get stopped though. Oh, as I say that, Luzza and attackiereN, they did such a good job stopping the push. Get traded out immediately. 2 for 2. Jakey and Pulse have to save yet again. That's going to be a reset, but the money, it's not too bleak. They can still get a buy off the back of this one, so not a full reset. Still doable to get back into this, but 6 rounds, going to 7 for attackiereN. That's already looking good for T-side train. Yeah, Seal Esports used to sponsor attackiereN. So Peugeot hunting around, hasn't spotted anybody yet. Pulse has a good little angle held here. Let's see if Peugeot expects it. It's the last contact that will happen this map, and Pulse will keep himself alive with the op in hand. And Jakey will keep that AK. So upgraded weaponry, they can force up around this. I believe, yeah, Jakey can drop an M4. Mighty Max can buy himself one. They drop the op over to Luzza, so we can actually... There we go, yeah. Just as I said, Luzza gets the armor out. They get the kit's armor across the entirety of the team. Give themselves as good of a chance to get back in this, and they need to start getting back in this now. And I said that we were going to watch Oscar if they were going to go fast B, or sorry, fast A. This time, they're not. Or actually, they are, just not Oscar. So, 4 players on that outside bomb site for Endpoint. Jakey over towards Old Hell. Luzza atop Green Train finds one, finds himself the second as well. Maybe it should have been Oscar going in first, because right now just Pete, last player over towards T-Con, holding the angle with an AWE, and he looks up at the wrong second, but hey, it might actually work out as Luzza about to take that peek. Pete moves slightly, the timing not favoring him, but Jakey, he's going to be there. Bomb not spotted yet, still 2 players for the CT side, 1 more rotating around Ivy. To go towards the A-bomb site, misses the shot, Luzza finds him. Now Oscar has to pick up the bomb, go meet his teammate, who's currently got himself down into Pop Dog. And now is going up from Pop Dog. As I believe Oscar's going to try and, yeah, walk this one back over through White Halls, over through restrooms, get that way over towards B, where you imagine there's going to be just 2 players split up on sites at this point. You might have a good idea that Endpoint are going to have 1 more player at Ivy and 2 here, but I think they'd imagine 2-2 split, easier to get 2 players in through ramp if you have 1 smoke, which they do not. They have 1 Molotov, 1 nade, 1 HE to try and get on this bomb site. And, well, as I say that, Pulse rotates over, get that 2-2 split. This is what you imagine would be here. So the idea, since you don't have the smoke to throw here, get off the ramp, you could try and do a 2-push right on through, or you could try and split it up. And I would imagine they split this up here. 1 flashbang about to go over the top. The molly will follow. Monoline first one in. Monoline first one down. Now Oscar, as they showed their face there, maybe he can find something. Do they have money to go for this? They have all the money in the world, so he can do this. And he almost had it lined up, but Luzza was faster on the trigger. As Oscar said to slow himself down, Endpoint and get themselves 1 more round, get the double op set up back as well. Picking that up. But can they avoid the reset? It's the question we've been asking ourselves over and over again for Endpoint on this map. And the last map, it was attackiereN we were wondering about. Right, Pulse taking the op over towards Ivy, where he soon might see Oscarish, who's switching things up. But attackiereN spreading out, left the bomb at spawn, have not played a round exactly like this yet. Waiting for some aggression. Crank wants to see if anyone's going to push through T-Con. Nobody from Endpoint's even gotten to T-Con on a round that had more than 1 player alive at this point, so I wouldn't expect that. But it's something Endpoint may have wanted to try. It seems that attackiereN have a similar mindset as I did. Molotov thrown out. That smoke just thrown by Pete. Got a little counter utility. Make the CTs use everything they can before you do your execute. Oscar's still last one over there towards Ivy. And I believe there's a little bit of a... Is there a T-execute going on right now? That's not my thing. Where's my T-execute button? I forgot it. It's gone. Alright, Oscar behind the smoke. As a Molotov in hand to throw over towards Jakey. It'll push him off. But he's got one of his own. I was worried it might throw just too far. But nope, he's good. Hopefully for a second, though. Oscar swings wide, finds the frag. 30 seconds left. They've got to go fast. And Pulse is here, lined up and waiting for him. But he misses the shot. Luzza's on it, though. 2 ops trained at the same angle. But Pete, he's got 1 op trained at 2 players. And Oscar's going to find the 3rd, leaving only Mighty Max alive with 20 seconds left. Bomb will be planted momentarily. Wait, Mighty Max could stop this if he swings out fast. He did not swing out fast. Swings out now, gets the kill. Needed that a couple seconds ago. He will go down after that, and, well, cannot string buy rounds back to back. It is not possible for Endpoint. Round number 13, they've got 2 more attempts after this round. And right now they're forcing up in a little bit of a shabby way. UMP, MP9, 1 M4 for Luzza. 2 CZs. Hold on just a sec. I'm going to press a couple buttons in my luck. There it is. This was the one I was looking for. The T-exact one. Oh, holy crap. Look at this. They're getting aggressive for the first time ever. And it's actually going to work out for them. 2 frags go the way of attackiereN, though. Only getting that 1. attackiereN's on the opposite side. He couldn't get pushed up. They were going for that split push. 3 players up ramp. 1 player up Pop Dog and keep 1 watching main. It was a good idea, but attackiereN got shut down immediately. But now they're still trying to go off the back of it. Mighty Max hears them pushing down ramp. So does attackiereN. So now attackiereN can go up top. Mighty Max is already up top. Can he do this? He cannot. Oscarish laying in wait. Expected it. Molly's off the top of ramp as well. So attackiereN can't even get through. attackiereN, they just know. They just know what's coming. attackiereN did manage to get himself 1, but Luzza's on the flank. 2v3, they could go for this, but they've recovered an AK. So the M4, but Luzza finds 1. Now they have to go for this. Smoke out. That'll allow him to get down. Past upper. Pete not going to throw a blank shot at it. So Crank up top. No, he does throw a shot at it. Must have found a gap. Crank finds the second. And attackiereN, even when it looked like Endpoint had a solid chance to get this round back their way, shut it down in the most perfect of ways. Polish train, dude. It is something to behold. Alright, Endpoint. They've got the Anders Flash, 1P250, a Deeg, a CC, no armor, no kit. Hail Mary round as they save everything for the last round of the half. Coming out next, but Luzza did get himself one. Pete, I'm so sorry, guys. I just switched to him. He just got the collat. We missed it. He just banged somebody. He finishes off the damage on the poles. Oscar finds one. Luzza goes down. Pete, an amazing round for him. 4 kills for him. It was just an eco, but collats feel good regardless, right? So now one last round for the CT side. UMP for Mighty Max, as you can get as much utility in the kit as possible. Please, one kit. Oh god, one kit on the last round of CT. Only 4 rounds for Endpoint. It's going to be quite difficult. Looking like we're going to be going to a third map. Fast out. Who is that? Who is that? I need to see it. It's Peugeot. He gets spotted out immediately. Oscar smoked off. That's the player I thought would be there, but it's actually Crank who's lost in the smoke. Buddied up right next to the wall. Luzza backed right on into him. Now 2 players over towards Ivy. It's going to be Jakey and Pulse. 4 versus 3. Finally, man advantage for Endpoint. They know that 2 players are over towards Ivy. They expect the third. Right now, Pete was getting a little antsy. He took a peek over towards the T-spawn area. And now there's 3 players on the CT side. Oh, the timing does not work out. Pete caught flicking left, right. Jakey gets himself 1 kill. Still man advantage for Endpoint. Jakey's low HP. Pete's trying to do something. And now they know that all 3 players were there. They're finally sending airN in towards Econ. This is the most aggressive a player has got on the CT side for Endpoint this entire map. And he's not going any further. He's like, nope, this is it. We got 5 feet in. I can see slightly more. It's scary. I'm not going any further. Right now, 45 seconds left for Team attackiereN. Decide where they want to go. But they're actually going back the way that they came. With 35 seconds left. I mean, they have a main they can work off of. They can go down Pop Dog. This is an interesting decision here. But still, airN actually got a little too aggressive, so maybe he was right to be scared. He gets found out. Pete's making noise. This has definitely hurt. Jakey's going to take a look at this. Swings right, tries to pre-fire, and pre-fire will work perfectly. Got the pre-spray, actually. Now just mono. Last one alive. Knows where one is. Spots out the other. He can get the spray, but it's not on point enough. Pulse just barely kits it his way. Endpoint will get themselves a 5th round to attackiereN's 10. So 7 players lining on up. Oh, hold up. Shoutouts to Zane Reikley for the 2nd follower on my Twitter today. My boys. And, of course, got a couple more seconds. We'll go down the follower list a bit more. There's a few here. Edits 107. Mazy 47. Benix123. Hyrect. Fleet. Hacked. Endiger. Toby Old. Yeah, that gets us caught up with the followers today. Waiting for a couple more people to ready on up. If you're just joining us, Endpoint won the first map, 16-9 on Cobblestone. That was their pick. attackiereN currently looking like they're going to take this one hardly. 3rd map will be Inferno, if need be. Web 2003, thank you, my man. And now I can tab back in as that 10th player has readied on up. Let's see how the buy is going to be. We finally broke the standard back and forth, get the pistol, get eco tradition. Oh, CCB, hold up, you gotta, permit B60, there we go. Right, into this buy round. 5 sets of armor, nothing too fancy there for the attackiereN boys. As for Endpoint, 3 sets of armor, 2 grenadiers, 2 smokes, 2 flashes. On the B bomb side, we've got Crank, who's been great with the Deeg. Hasn't done a whole lot with the pistol round that I remember. And actually, they just brought up a third player, so same setup that Endpoint had, curiously enough. And this is also interesting. Peugeot and Oskarish doubling down in Pop Dog. So they seem to have a read on Endpoint. Let's see what they can do. Flashbang up over the top. Did seem to connect with them, and connect with them they shall, as Pulse comes in, gets himself 2 kills, and about to spot out the third player. Jakey, though, puts him down before he can. Oskarish coming down from right in the corner. Oh, he's going to bring this back their way. He gets 2 quick kills. And Mono had something to say about that, but Jakey with the burst fire. Oh, dude, burst fire from Jakey. You don't see that too often. No, it's okay, CCB. You can. I recognize it, and I permitted you if you want to post that again. You can. So, pistol goes to Endpoint. They needed it the best. Now let's see if they can avoid getting ecoed. Alright, rebuy comes out from attackiereN. 3 Deegs, 1 P250, 1 CZ, and they are going to be hit upon fast. There's 3 players coming out of Pop Dog right now. Peugeot fires blindly, and he does so much damage across Jakey and Pulse. P trying to follow it up. There's 1 player close. Who is that? It's got to be Mono. He gets that first frag, but now on site. Just 2 players here, and I can't switch them for some reason. There we go. Got it back there. Wait. Oscar, good for 2 again. He did so in the last round. Tries to flick down. Peugeot goes down. attackiereN. Wait, how many times did I say down just there? That's way too much. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of people died. And now it's looking like this is actually going to work for them. attackiereN's the last player alive, has a UMP. Oscar's found himself an AK. Crank can find a weapon momentarily, and they are chasing him down. They want to stop this bomb site. The eco could come through yet again. This would be 3 out of 4, but the bomb plant's going to come at least, and that will be that. attackiereN, they eco endpoints again. 3 out of 4 pistol rounds today in this match have been ecoed. And that's really the last thing you wanted. They're actually giving Crank enough time, trying to find that rifle. He could get there. But yeah, Oscar has to get it because he doesn't have the kit. Crank desperately trying to find an AK, and he will get one. So that'll be 11-6. Endpoint, they can't force up in the next round. Can they get that second round loss bonus? They got the bomb plant, so I don't know. At this point in the economy, it's one of those things like, I don't know. They immediately go for the Hero AK. They can only get one of those out. Hero AK. A Scout for Luzza. Deagle, CZ, and Jakey. What are you going to do, man? CZ for Jakey. Okay. This is a tilt buy if I've ever seen one. Round 18 here with attackiereN leading 11-6. Map number 2. Looking confident, cool, collected on their map. All of the C words. Luzza holding an anchor over towards the Ivy position, waiting to see if attackiereN will get aggressive, but down towards Pop Dog. Peugeot is here. Nobody up top for the time being. Taking a little cheeky peek over towards ramp is Oscar. He's going to spot out 1, get chipped down to 82 damage. Throw a smoke. Let's see if he's going to push. Peugeot will not push. He will call over some rotations. Pete already here coming through Z. That'll back up the player here who was Oskarish. Up top, it's going to be 2 players pushing towards the top, but actually they double back, and I'm so surprised Peugeot, he's just in this back and forth little duel right now with Mighty Max. Neither of these players really want to take the fight, but they want just a little bit of, just give us the pixel, try and take advantage of it. It's not going to happen though. Mighty Max falls off. attackiereN going to take his position, it looks like. At least keep eyes on it. 50 seconds left. They're just ticking down the clock, trying to make attackiereN second guess themselves. Here comes the execute. Flashes, Molotovs up over the top. Who is our first point of contact? Looks like it's going to be Oskarish. Spots out 1, does a bit of damage there. Pete spots the other. Up top, Oskarish finds himself 1. Pete finds himself 1. They've done their job. Can they do any more? They cannot. 2 for 2. And now Jake, Pulse chime in just as the rotates are here. Leaving only Peugeot and Crank alive, and Crank is up close. He actually gets that frag. It's because Mighty Max just fell off the edge of the train. Now it's actually all crumbling down for Endpoint. It looked like it could have gone their way for a second. But attackiereN looking hot.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Alright, after that force up, that leaves them in a bit of a shaky area. They could force up a couple more pistols this round, get the full buy in the next, and I imagine that's what they're going to do. Yeah, just Deagle switching it up. 3 Deegs, 1P250. Luzza, well, was going to save everything. Last second out of spawn, got himself a Deeg. Let's see what kind of damage they can inflict. A couple players over there towards T-Con. Monoline seems to be the best one here. For the position, on top of the other train nearby is actually Pete. And whoa, we got a little sound bug right there. Oh my god, Pulse, I wish we were watching from his position. He just got both those opening frags. He spots out the last player, does some damage, but he can't finish it off. Mighty Max, he does. And leaving Crank only alone. But Crank could do this still. Finds Jakey. That was 1v3. Now to 1v2, and Aaron's on 6. Mighty Max is on 32. Crank is just going in ham. He's just pre-firing everything. He spots it out, gets the frag. Now it's down to Mighty Max. Doesn't even try to reload the mag quite yet. Mighty Max rotating around, spots it from afar on a buy of just upgraded pistols, no armor. Endpoint bring it back their way. Wait, I might make fun of UKCS a little bit. Which, by the way, if you're from the UK, I make fun of NACS every day, all day. So don't take it personally. But damn, was that spicy. That was good. They had the Nando's extra hot sauce on that play. Dialing in the Deegs, getting the headshots. And now they've got a full buyout. 4AK has got the M4 from the previous round. And attackiereN, they're forcing on up. Got the, the hero op with the UMP, 2 CZs, and the Deeg. Cranked. Oh, did he spot the barrel? He's definitely spotted it now as he jumps on over. I think that was Luzza. Was it Luzza? It was indeed. Luzza got banged right there. Little bang through the wall. And look at this, Peugeot wants to show them how you get aggressive on train. Flashing from the teammate, takes the peek, doesn't expect him to be where he is because that's where they last saw him go. And now Peugeot goes down. Luzza knew where he was, had that lined up absolutely perfectly. Mono is close here. You can at least go in, get this AK they dropped. So the plan here, just recycle it. Oh, spicy headshot there from Mono. Finds the head out of Luzza and brings us back to even numbers, but he did not get the AK. Would have loved to get in there just a little bit further, grab that upgraded weaponry. But now over towards Pop Dog. Looked like one of these players are going to see something soon. But now things slowed down. Mono thought the same thing. Pete gets pushed off in the Molotov. It's not going back far enough. It's going to be Oscarish with the CZ. Throws a flash, tries to stall them out, throws another flash. Oh my god, how did that not hit? Well, that hit. Oscarish. Job has been done. Now he's just stalling for time. Knows where one more is. Has 3 bullets left in the mag. Gonna get caught reloading. Back down to a 3v3. Pulse finds one more. He's usually good for 2, but he's on 5 HP. Smart. 5 HP. He's like, let me just get rid of the smoke right now. I'll extinguish my teammate's molly, and then we'll have that nice little molly bug there. So he sees the tracers. Pulse on 5 HP. Still good for one more, leaving only Mono alive with the Deeg. He's trying to fire off through the smoke. Has the up in hand. Wants to run away. Can he do it? He can. Serious Froggy? Thank you, sir. I do my best. I'm a little rusty right now. Like I said earlier in the stream, I haven't casted more than 3 maps in the past month because my internet's been absolute shit. But it is what it is. And Endpoint, they're starting to close this gap. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, as I don't think anyone's going to get close enough to spot this out. Oh my god, Mono, why did you take that peek? Mono, don't take the peek. Mono, just stop. Mono, please, just stop doing this. Stop. Okay, he stays alive. He had 41 HP, guys. Like, 1 stray bullet to the chest or neck was, and they have AKs, so headshots are free. Like, 1 bullet in so many situations could have taken away the op, which is all they have to work with here on the CT side. Forcing up a Deagle, ACZ, no armor. Oh, hello, Crank got himself a Zeus. We're on the Crank cam. He's going over towards Ivy. Oh, this is perfect. I love a good Zeus play. 2 players top a pop. Oh, this could actually work. This could actually work. They spot it out. Can he do it? Oh, he fucks it up. Crank. Crank, you're not just letting your team down. You're not just letting me down. You're letting the viewers down. You had every opportunity for that. God, I wanted to see that. Damn. Good try. I mean, props to him for buying it on a round. They knew they were going to lose, but now Peugeot. Last one alive in a 1v4. Didn't you guys thought for a split second, right, that he had that? It was so perfect. The guy was running full spot, didn't even check the corner. I thought he had it. Now, Peugeot, good opportunity. Spots one out for free, and he grabs the op. Oh, this is going to be a hunting party now. Endpoint have to go for this, because they have money on attackiereN. They can buy off of this. See, shoulder peek comes through. Peugeot has the trigger discipline. Doesn't get baited out and takes a second shot. Finds it easy. Takes a little jump peek over the top. Spots at the shoulder of Mighty Max, I believe. Hold on, we're turning X-ray off. I want to see what he sees at this point. Nade comes in. He's going to take the re-peek. Misses that shot. One more to his right. At least there was. I'll turn it back on now. As they're rounding the corner, Mighty Max taking everything. Pijo misses the shot, and Mighty Max takes it away. Endpoint now about to tie, or not tie things up, but 3 more rounds than they could. Let's take a look. Ooh, Oskarish topping off the charts. Going into round number 22, he's got 23 frags. Pete is right behind him on 20. Op out for Luzza again, op out for Pete again. Let's see where this is going to go. Pete taking his up towards top of B. Luzza taking his to B as well. Be a slower round as they start slowing things down. So going towards Pop Dog, throw out the standard utility. No one's biting, no one's pushing, except for, that's not Pete, Crank. He's put himself in that same position he was last round. This time with more heavy weaponry, and he's lost in the smoke. But it's going to be Mighty Max to go take a look at that. As 2 more players posture themselves forward, in between Sandwich, going over towards Olaf, as it looks like Endpoint have changed their mind. Oh, Pijo's in the perfect position to take advantage of this. Luzza takes the little jiggle peek. Here's the shots whiff, and Luzza will take a little bit of damage, tries to fire back through it. Meanwhile, look at this. Mighty Max is getting into Ivy for free. Pijo's falling off the angle. He's actually rotated all the way over towards Pop Dog. Interesting. So Jakey has a good Molotov for that right now. It's going to go right down in front of him. Perfectly thrown. Pijo's pushed back. Nobody from T-Con has actually taken that angle, which is probably smart. Usually you throw that Molotov to try and push somebody out of that Pop Dog position, get someone to peek from T-Con, but right now there are 2 players watching T-Con. So fortunately for Endpoint, they don't do that standard play. They're just going to get themselves into T-Con or Pop Dog for free right now. Now they'll start peeking out from Pop Dog. And now I think it should be not Pijo. Oh, just as I go from him. Yeah, Mono is the only one watching. Crank had a good sandwich position, but he has to take the 180 pulse. Good for 2 frags. Almost always now. Pijo finds 1, answers it back a little bit, but Pulse, he is good for 3, and now they know where 1 more of those players are. As they're coming out from Z, Jakey's gonna find 1, leaving only Pete alive, and
Nie no, my siedzimy, kurwa, każdy pochowany, no oni wyjdą jest po rundzie do chuja jebanego. Czemu kurwa tak jest?
I heard him say it twice. He said it twice, chat.
Nie, jak za szybko jesteśmy obstrani i wyrzucamy wszystkie granaty się. Tak, może
No nie
po
wiem.
prostu poczekajmy.
Ja chyba miałem hejka
I zagrajmy teraz 2 eko, żeby mieć kompletny full taki
Can we get a translation?
ze wszystkimi to.
Because that sounded angry. That sounded really angry. So we get a little insight for our Polish-speaking viewers. As right now, I mean, they thought they should have this. They probably thought they should have won this 6 rounds ago. As right now, 2 more rounds before Endpoint actually tie things up here, and it's likely to be just 1 more round. As Seal, not Seal, ex-Seal, currently attackiereN, have just 2 sets of armor, some upgraded pistols. They're mad about the potential comeback? Awesome! Then that means I know what I'm talking about. I don't even speak the language, and I'm like, well, what would they be talking about right now? The comeback. Now, over towards ramp, what do we have here? We've got some aggression. And we have some players dead. Oh, Pete got traded out immediately. Or sorry, no, Pete traded it out immediately. Looking like it was going to be a little bit more damage done, but Pijo, they pack 2 players off, they push Pijo in, but this means that they've left the outer bomb site all open. Mono's a little bit wary about pushing right now, and sees no teammates to back him up. He's still wary about the potential Ivy push. And Pete and... who is that? They're going to double up. Oh, they're waiting for this. attackiereN has the best opportunity. 1, 2 kills go his way. Absolutely perfectly executed. Now Oskarish moving on in. Mono's been spotted out, taking some damage, still somehow alive with just the pistol up against 2 or 3 AKs. Hardcore, somehow I disbelieve you. Oskarish had the opportunity. Does go down though. Moon, Mox, and Mono. Well, he was last one alive, last one to die. Endpoint now with the one of tying it up. Ooh, even recovered a CZ at the end there. Oscar says double eco. They don't have to double eco though. No, they can get this. They can get this indeed. Did I believe everyone who baited me? I believe the first guy who said something that seemed like it was potentially something they said. But no, I'm used to getting baited here. Now Oscar, ooh, takes the peek, and that almost was his fate. I mean, it was almost his fate to die right there. He's lucky to be alive. The shot was missed. I believe Luzza was moving just a little bit too much to get that shot. Would have been a great opener for the Endpoint boys. Okay, once again, 4 players up towards ramp, maybe 5 soon. No one watching from Pop Dog from the CT side, and all we've got on site close is actually Oscarish. Got a second here, Mono. Back over by Red Train. Gonna rotate around. Actually, oh, this is dangerous. Mono goes to the exact spot that Oscarish has been holding almost every single round. Oscar's been holding from spools or right here. And he's going to jump on top of Green Train. Oh, that could kill him soon. As I believe we have 2 players watching that direction. Luzza. There was one more right next to Luzza. Who was that? Well, it's just Luzza now. 40 seconds left, and it looks like the bomb might be thinking about going back up. acheron's currently up on top of Pop Dog. Mighty Max got in for free. Jakey, well, was right... No, not Jakey. One player was right behind him. That's Pulse, who's usually good for 2 entries. Did he just get banged for 1 damage? I'm curious. Oh, Mono and Oscar. Pete as well. Chime in, leaving only Pulse alive. I say he's usually good for 2, but not in this situation. attackiereN. They are bringing it back their way. What's the halftime score? It was, let me do math. It was 11-4. 10-5. Wait, no, wasn't it 11-4? 10-5, I guess. I could have sworn it was 11-4. So attackiereN, needless to say, have had some difficulties getting things going here on the CT side. Even after they got the eco, got the next one, immediately lost the buy round, and they have not been able to get back into it so far. This last round was their only opportunity, and now they have to capitalize on it, or else I think we enter the realm of full tilt mode. If you're not familiar with full tilt mode, it's when you're fucked, and you're just never getting back into the game because you just let your head get to you, and well... They just let Endpoint get to the head of Crank as he goes down. Headshot from Luzza there. Man advantage for the UK boys again. Not something that attackiereN needed. Mighty Max and Pulse still holding that Ivy position. Pete over here waiting for them to push it. Bombs being collected by Jakey as we speak, and I believe Pijo was thinking about getting aggressive because, I mean, you're a man down. This is usually when you have to get aggressive. And right now it's going to be Pulse moving in first. Molotov's about to dissipate. Let's go on the PD cam. He's got the slightest of gaps to work with, but he scopes in. They don't hear him, but he still finds a frag through the smoke. PD just did all of the work he could do. Now on point, on sight, nearly spotted him. Oscarish, oh, the timing back and forth between these two. And now trying to plant it. Oscarish can't find it. Finds acheronN. acheronN goes, gets the frag. Now it's just Pete and Pijo. 2v4. attackiereN about to get reset. I want to look at the money, but right now we're looking at Pete getting one more frag. Finding them away in this. Pijo lurking around the smoke. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to go find more frags. He's just backing up towards Pop Dog, though, like he's already planning on saving this. What is he doing? Pete's going in for it still. I mean, he's still holding an angle. At this point, maybe they're trying to trap them in sight. But they're still too close. This is so dangerous. They need these weapons in the next round. Either you go for it and, well, back off at the last possible second. I guess we'll see if acheronN might find one of them as he is exiting out towards Ivy. If he goes down, and he will, Jakey is here to try and answer it back. Pete not going to take the peek, it looks like. Yep, Pete, Pijo stay alive, and one more round that immediate. Look at this. The entire, this is a common story here. They finally get a buy round. Immediately reset. All of these buy rounds immediately reset. It's just something about it, man. Something about Train. Endpoint within 1 round of tying it up yet again. 4 AKs. AWP still out in the hands of Luzza. Pete's got his out still. Scout for Mono, which is something we haven't seen quite yet. Crank, Oscar, and Pijo on those M4s. And Endpoint playing things a little bit slower this round. Actually playing really passive angles. Except for Luzza, who's hoping for a freebie, but not going to be given to him. I believe Pulse wanted to take this fight. He's been used to, I believe, Crank holding that angle, so finally he's got a Molotov to check it. Pete finds one. We missed that little bit of action. Not sure where he found Jakey, to be completely honest with you. Oh, he found that from ramp. Oh, he took that op over to rampy. Earlier on, Pete's been holding upper with it while they had a second player on B. This round, changing things up. One player gets into Pop Dog. I don't think Pijo heard that. The flashbang was absolutely perfect. Now flash out from... No, that was actually CT flash over towards T-Con. Pijo Great opportunity for it. Finds one. Some damage done to Luzza. One more player here as Oscar come in and saves the day, and he doesn't even need it because Pijo is doing fine. Mighty Max comes in. What? He found 2 kills. Had it lined up for a third. Luzza doing some work. Finds that. Oh, Luzza. I thought that was his kill. Got him pretty much damaged down where he needs him to be. But now Luzza falls. Mighty Max finds the headshot. 3 kills for him in the round. But attackiereN keep it just barely in their grasp. Now, round 14, clawing their way back to that 15th round they have to get on the map point. So we could potentially see map number 3, Inferno. And now, attackiereN, they don't even have a good buy. They're lucky they salvaged up those 2 offs because they can get the M4s out. The utility is going to be a little light. Okay, yeah, MP9 up for Oscar, so we can try and get a little bit more action that way. As for Endpoint, they force it up. Double AKs, AWP, CZ, Deeg. Let's see. No spoilers in chat, please. Like, even if you're guessing the rounds, don't post rounds. I will start timing you out. Ooh, Pete, cheeky little flick over there, finds 1 frag onto Jakey, trading that out after Jake found that frag onto Oscarish. Now rushing out ramp, all 4 players from either sides of the team, on either sides of the bomb site, split down the middle, and Pijo finds the first frag. That's the bomb drop as well. It's absolutely perfect. Pijo was going to rotate in between the trains, and now he's just going to rotate around the other way. Re-smoke off ramp in case someone goes up there, which, by the way, they did. 200 IQ play. Oh, Pijo finds the last player. They know where he is now. Pulse, all alone, 1v4. This is looking bad. I like how I always say don't post spoilers in chat, and then everyone else just immediately. We know what this is, though. We knew what this was. Endpoint will have pretty much nil chance to get back into this. It would have to be a miracle round. "35 seconds, bomb out of hand." Pulse is just trying to save this armor. Oh, he actually spotted one out. Chucks out the Deeg. He chucks out the Deeg. If only, God, getting smashed in the face. Like, you throw a good Deagle, you could throw a Deagle at, like, what, 20, 25 miles per hour? You could do some damage with a thrown Deeg. A Deagle's got to weigh a hefty bit, like what, 5 pounds? Give us throwable Deegs. Like, if we're out of ammo, let us like right click and mount front. They should do a middle click kind of thing. I don't know. But Endpoint, they've got 1 hero AK in the hands of Jakey. They can just recycle this to the hands of all the players who everyone armored up, helmets, everything. 3 Deegs, 1 CZ, and a fair bit of utility for a force up. Can someone update the score? The score is updated, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Auto director sucks 10 pounds of shit. But Pijo, he's got himself up ramp. Got just wearing with his nade out. That's a still possible round here. Pete's found one over there towards B. And now he knows one more is here. Here's the flashbang. That was the oddest flash. Pulse has no idea what to do with himself right now because he's caught between 2 players. He doesn't know the Aaron's kind of backed up. Oh, Pete. Oh, moving just a little bit too much. The flick was just a little bit off. Mike muted my ass. Don't you ever try and troll me, motherfucker. Get out of here. Now Pulse finds himself 1. Brings us back down to a 2v2. Luzza lines up the Deeg shot. Oh, he almost messed it up. Keeps them in this. Now it's just Pijo. Has to go full clutch mode. The bomb is out of the hands of Endpoint. Right in the view of Pijo. "35 seconds left." Look at this. They're just waiting for him. They have not budged. Finally, Pulse is like, okay, 30 seconds. We might have to move soon. Pijo hears it. Oh, and Luzza finds him from around the corner towards Ivy. Endpoint keeping themselves in this. And how is the money right now on attackiereN? Ooh, it's in a weird spot right now. They could force up and give them a chance to get that 14th round. Or just give them the 14th round for free and have the full buy. And they're playing this one smarter. Nade stack comes out. No armors. A couple P250, a Deagle. Oh, man. So, attackiereN just going to try and do some damage. Maybe get some weapons away. The nade stack comes through. Only damages up Luzza, who's now on 27 HP. So if they push through that. They know Luzza likes to take that aggressive peek. They can go in off the back. What is that nade doing? What was that nade? Just a random nade back by T-spawn? For no reason? Okay, whatever. Now Crank holding down Pop Dog. 2 players are up above him. Oh, hey, look at this. Pete. He has not been this aggro. It's just the USP. He's just gonna hope that he catches a player that was low from the damage done from the nades, but no. He gets a good shot off on the Aaron, takes him down to 32 HP. But still a lot to ask for just upgraded, not even upgraded pistols, just one deagle. Here it comes, raining on in through the smoke. Mono hopes for a frag, but it's going to be one going up to Luzza, actually, as Jakey goes to plant the bomb. Crank is found coming up Pop Dog, and Oskarish lost in the smoke. His teammate Pijo. Oh, Oskarish, beautiful little one tap. It's going to leave Pijo. Has the Deeg in a 1v4 situation. If he could just find a weapon, take away with him, do some more damage. Keep things expensive for Endpoint in the next round. But it won't happen. Jakey finds that last frag. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. We haven't actually highlighted anyone's fragging abilities for quite some time. That's going to be Pete taking the lead. 29 frags for him, finally surpassing Oskarish, who's up on 27, not too far back. As for the Endpoint boys, double 21s for Luzza and Pulse. But now Seal Esports, they are not Seal Esports, they are attackiereN. They're back on the bye. They lose this one, we go to overtime. They win this, we go to Inferno. Double op setup, one for Pete, one for Crank. Where are they taking these? Pete getting boosted up on top of Z. No one challenging him quite yet. Luzza switching things up. Usually goes T-Con with the op. This time he's going over towards Ivy, leaving Mighty Max at T-Con. So a switch up from basically everyone in every team right here. This is awkward. Pulse going through Ivy. Pijo wants to go try and find where this player is spraying from. Try and damage him through the bottom. He spotted the barrel, so he knows he's at that left side. Oh, the jump across. Some damage has been done. Crank finds the first op pick over towards Ivy, though. That was Pulse. Now Mighty Max going to go move in. Op shot was missed by Pete, and Pete took so much damage for that. Mighty Max, he was spot on waiting for that. I think Luzza, or it wasn't Luzza, I think someone on CT has been using that spot before, so Mighty knew how to use it, and he knew how to find Mono right there. Mono has been in that sandwich position quite a few times. Now Pijo up close. They wouldn't expect another player this close, would they? As it's now into a 4v4, 15 to 14 here. Seal Esports desperately want to take this map so we can go to Inferno. 45 seconds left. The execute's about to come through. Double op set up, and now Mighty Max has got himself in. He's now over towards Olaf. Pete, up on top of Green Train, may have been heard. Mighty Max seems to have an idea about that. Oh, a weird Molotov. I don't know if that's where that's supposed to go. Whoa, it's spreading up the fucking train. Okay, whatever. Pijo finds the first frag. Aaron finds the second to trade it back out into a 3v3. And Luzza. Here's the first player drop off. He and Mighty Max pincering around, trying to off that player, get him into an off angle, but it's going to be Oskarish to find one right behind Mighty Max, catches him off guard, flicks around, nice point blank shot there from Pete, leaving only Luzza alive. It could be done and dusted. 14 seconds left. He is going to get himself a kill, though, and picks up the AWP, goes for the no-scope quick shot, but he can't hit the button fast enough. 16 to 14. attackiereN, we are going over to Inferno.